The biggest challenge I'm seeing right now, and it is a pattern that I think up to this time has not been identified, and that is either the inability or the unwillingness of leaders at every single level to have and initiate difficult performance conversations. Now, I'm not talking about performance evaluations, which happen once a year and truly would be irrelevant if these leaders learned how to have and initiate difficult performance conversation as needed, whether that's once a week, once a month, or as they see something happening that should not be happening. But the reality is, I hear whenever I'm trying to coach an executive or a leader in this problem, they usually can't even define what the problem is. I'll say, well, what is the employee doing that he shouldn't be doing? And I'll hear a story about what's not working or about their assumptions, but I never hear clear language about what needs to be corrected, what needs to be started, what needs to be stopped. So in my performance conversation model that I teach managers at all levels is a process and a way to get clear on what the real problem is and how to initiate that dialogue so that either you keep the employee and they are successful and there's this conversation where we improve performance, or we agreeably decide that this is not the right fit. So this performance conversation model increases productivity, saves a lot of problems. In fact, I often say that the conversation avoided today becomes a lawsuit 10 years later. So I've had a lot of success with this, and the main issue here is that we're avoiding conversations because we don't like how it feels. What happens is we say, well, today's the company picnic. And then we say, well, they've got tenure. Or we say, you know what, they're going through a bad divorce. And eventually the root of the problem grows deeper and deeper and deeper, and then we try to nip it in the bud. We nip it in the bud by moving that employee to another department or waiting until that employee retires. And once again, the conversation avoided today becomes the lawsuit 10 years later, and I'm seeing it everywhere at all levels.